the scenario, the problem is about the misunderstanding of the customer request. As a manager, whenever I receive the situation from the customer, I'm gonna come straight away to listen directly from the guest and the customer, the guest and the staff as well about the problem. So I'm coming and asking about the guest. So may I know the problem was happened in here, please? So could you tell me what happened? Any concern with you, concern, ma'am? And aside from after ask the question, I'm gonna listen from the answer from the customer. And aside from the customer, I'm gonna asking the staff as well about the problem. So after recognize the problem that is the food is not the one that they make the order, and the staff also admit that the lack of understand customer requests. So I confirm with the customer that that is we agree that the food is not the one that you already make order, and I'm gonna do the response as a manager. I with my own responsibility for the restaurant, I will give an apology and explain for the customer. I'm saying I'm really sorry about the mistake, sir. And the problem belong our restaurant, and therefore, could you mind to give us a chance to do the best for you for today? After do the response, and I take the action. The customer agree with with that, and to do an apology from our restaurant, could you mind to take a 20% off a discount of that meal and 30% off discount for the next coming? Are you agree with that option, sir? After the customer agree, uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna back and talking with the staff. So I'm request that would you mind please to apply the standard of the service and request to the practice after that. I mean in here like after to the misunderstand in the from the customer request, I'm gonna ask the staff to do following the standard of service. And during the action, I'm gonna observe the staff to do the action for the customer as well as for the staff as well. After that, I as a manager, I record this situation and give to give an evidence that why I give the discount for the table. And to do the follow-up with that situation, after all, I will come again with the customer and asking the customer about the satisfaction and any request to our restaurant. And moreover, I also give an email address and the card to them if they still have any concern. I'm continuing with scenario with 3, incorrect pricing of product or service. In regarding to complaint from the customer and the report from the waiter, I have to listen the information from both the side, from the customer and the staff. So that's why I'm coming and talking with the customer. Hi, how are you, sir? So I heard the staff talking report inform for me about the complaint. So may I know exactly what will happen to lead the conflict or any complaint from you, sir? After receive the answer from the customer, I have to ask the staff side as well to confirm the problem. So after the response of the customer, they had to pay the different price with the tax. So and the response from the staff that the price from the tax is from the price from the last month. So after that, I determine the problem from our mistake, our restaurant. So I recognize, I confirm with both the staff and the customer to respond with that. With this situation, I'm gonna give an apology with the customer and explain why it is happened. So I'm really sorry about that, sir and ma'am. This our restaurant fault, and when we didn't adjust the price on the task. So could you mind to help us to improve our service in here? Mm. Because after the customer agree, I'm do the action like after I will suggest. So to do the apologize with action with you, we are willing to give you a free dish or glass of wine. So are you happy with that, sir and ma'am? So after the customer agree with that option, I request to the staff to do the action straight away, and I'm still observe the staff when the action are doing. As a manager, I also need to record that issue in a daily report as a proof of discount for the customer. And even after all the action, I still come to the customer and asking about the satisfaction about our service in the restaurant, and give the restaurant card to the customer in case if they have any question further. Move to part 2. I guess scenario 1 with disrupt or agreement among the college, agreement among the work college. The first, as a manager, whenever I'm dealing with the agreement among the work college, I always request the staff to come down and give me the briefing one by one about the problem was happened. First of all, I'm coming and everybody come down. Please come down and let me know what was happening here with this. So explain for me one by one, please. After I collect the information from both the side of the conflict, I determine the reason of the conflict between staff, and I confirm with both of the sides. To respond with that, as a manager, I confirm the problem between the staff and ask them to stop argument. So I do some question. If that the problem was happen like that, I need everybody stop the conflict right now. To do the action as a responsibility of the manager, I will explain with the staff what they should do when they are in the group. Some question like, it's not about the right or wrong, but it's about what you need to perform in the workplace. After both sides of the staff agree with the decision making, I request to have a confirmation from both the sides that the conflict won't be happen again. As a manager, to do the report, I need to record the problem in the daily reports as well, and as a reason to have the staff meeting, and also the training problem for the staff. To do the follow-up, after the problem are being resolved, I still need observe and follow up with both staff in case any other argument. Scenario 2, which is a cultural misunderstanding. As a manager with this situation, first of all, I need to have a background about a various of cultural, such as the culture of company, the culture of staff, culture of the country. After that, I need to listen from both the side as well as from other people in the workplace. So please, everybody, tell me what will happen in here. Any argument or any misunderstanding about the culture of the company. So after the explanation from the staff, I determine that what the reason are and what was the problem is, and then I confirm with the staff both sides. Is that the problem like that? Everybody accept with that reason? To respond with that, after confirmation with the staff, I starting to explain the problem about the misunderstand about the cultural, about the staff. So all right, I know the situation, and I know now everybody have to listen to me to take the action. With this situation, I request a private conversation with each person to explain for me about the cultural, for instance, what they need to understand about the cultural, how we can understand that, why we have to understand that. And after clearly the explanation for both the side, I'm gonna asking they gonna understand each other. To do the report, I also need to record this problem in the daily report as a reason to have the staff meeting as well as the training for later on. To follow up with that situation, I will create the occasion for all the staff to understand their cultural, and then doing the survey to know the level of understand the cultural of among the staff. Moving on to part 3, I'm gonna have scenario 2, people with gun. So as a manager, whenever I heard the information that people with gun, I will confirm that is correct information or not. I have to listen from the staff, listen from other people. Whenever I determine the people with gun, I will know it is the dangerous situation, and it can be affect to other people. So to do the respond with that, as a manager, as a responsibility of the manager, I will confirm that problem is really dangerous problem, and other people can get injury from that. To take the action with this, I will request all the staff to get out of the way and keep safe in a place. After that, I will call the police as quick as possible to come and resolve this issue, because using a gun in a company or another place is not allowed in a community. So as a result, I will record the problem and give the advice for the staff in the staff meeting for further. To follow up with that situation, I still need to update the information with other people as well as to warning people for the next situation.